Okay, everybody. I'm gonna start talking because I realize this thing it records before you guys actually come on. So, for those of you watching after, not live, I'll just begin. Occupied Forces Army, Civil Affairs, Military Government, and Judge Advocate General, Colonel Sam Lilikoi, Colonel Lilikoi, SK. We're here to talk today about expatriation and repatriation. What does it mean? I see everybody's coming on board. So anyways, today's topic, expatriation and repatriation. Yeah. So, it's been great. Mahalo for everybody's input, both pro and con. Because we need that. Because there's gonna be things that us in the military jurisdiction won't understand in the civil jurisdiction. We understand that there is a civil jurisdiction. Oh, great, ladies green, my brother. But sometimes we miss some of the stuff. I'm pretty much involved in the civil jurisdiction, and with the statutes and commerce. I see the holes in the Jones Act, so I can come after the Jones Act and make it to where the Jones Act doesn't affect the Hawaiian, whether he's Kanaka, naturalized, without the cocoa. Because nowadays, because the country itself, the Aboriginal people that were here, the cocoa, my uncle, who was pure Hawaiian, passed away probably about 5 years ago, and I couldn't have no more. He was my Hanai uncle, but he had 100% cocoa. He passed away, and after that, now that whole family and my side, so you have to think of it not as a quantum, as a number. Numbers mean money. Yeah, they're commerce. Anytime they put a number on something, get suspicious. Something's up. Yeah. What's valuable in what our kupuna did, because never have written code, yeah, was all spoken, is that they hid everything in the language itself. Yeah. So that's really important, because no other country has ever done that, really. I know there's a few, but I'm not aware of them. And if you want to comment, not now, but send me a text or whatever and tell me which countries, and we'll go on it. There's not too many countries today that are not running on the debts and credits in the association at the United Nations. Remember, you get the Federal Reserve, you get the United Nations, European banks, and all that. They're running everything right now. And just about everybody's broke. They're running on credit. Yeah. Everything you guys are dealing with right now, if you look around your house, you try to look at one thing that didn't get shipped over here. You're what is called a victim of a war crime. Yeah. Ever, but nobody knew. Don't blame the guys that operating all these things. They never know either. From my perspective, I think it all happened to put us in a different direction so that we wouldn't be linked up with that Heva and debt. The debt under the, and then, because then you caught under the Universal Commercial Code. That means that the commercial code, like in my country, I don't have to wear this thing, but I'm riding in the film cruise car, and I don't like get them one ticket. I could probably get them out of it, but I might as well be porno. I'm not going to rebel right now. But who's the victim? They call it a crime if you don't have this on. Who's the victim? Okay, we learned from the last video, no talk, no will service. Because then you guys don't know what you missed. So you guys will miss some last night when I shared my personal history. You guys will miss some because I went reviewing today and plenty of stuff got cut out. So we'll go back on that later and we'll touch base. Let's see. So we're back to this right here. The statutes and states, they run on the different jurisdictions, yeah? So you guys are under statute because you guys are under the state of Hawaii. There's a corporation, yeah, and you guys are under by contract. So kind of hard for you guys get out, because through the Jones Act they're bringing in all these things that you get addicted to. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta pop my ears coming down from the mountain. I'm on Hawaii Island right now, and we probably came down from 3,000 feet, somewhere around there. So the pressure. Anyways, right on. I'm gonna wave at some guys, and I want to see if my XO is on board. Kiha, if you're on board, XO, Lieutenant Colonel Lester, give me a shout out. I think he is doing some projects today, and I didn't have enough time to call him. I want to give a shout out to the film crew who is making the documentary of the movie, or documentary of this, what are you going to call it, Mike?
No name on it yet, but...
No name, but it's a documentary, right?
Yeah,
but it's also a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a documentary and a movie about the occupation of Hawaii, and how with Aloha and things, our couples that we have in our genetics, we know how to abide by the couples, and we got to. Right now, you're in a national crisis. If there's any time for you guys to abide by a couple, like how you did on the Mauna couple was Aloha, and it was great because you look, everybody arrested each other, and nobody got blood on the street, and it was good. It was all involved with commerce. All you guys was trespassing. Yeah, I was up there because one of the heirs went complained and said was trespassing. So me and one of the representatives from one of the civil governments over here, that they're doing their hardest. There is some flaws in the process, and that's why the military and the civil governments, the ones that do wanna try to work, get this whole thing porno and don't want to leave it ever, are actually, you know what I mean, they're willing to participate in the process. They may or may not continue depending on how everything going. In Hawaii, you get that, it's a little complex because you have people that benefit. Okay, you get ohana that benefit, so see, that benefit off the constitutional side. And there's another side they get jealous, right? That's just human nature. Happens in every country. Look, United States, Republicans and Democrats that are in our country right now in occupation know it is, saw the declaration, and what they're going to do. That's your U.S. representative. You U.S. Kanakas that are in the hill, you need to tell your countrymen to do their job. Anybody at DHHL right now, or anybody at OHA, they're all Kanakas. And when you guys show them the declaration, they're obligated and they have a duty to either one country or the other. They got to make a choice. There's no more you stay on one side of the fence and the other, and then you get the fence right up your okole. That's not porno, man. You know what I mean? And it's not porno. It's not because it makes it bad for you. It makes it bad for everybody else. Yeah? I just got a complaint today. Well, not a complaint, but a case came in today. A vessel, like mine, my vessel got impounded, but it was part of a military operation to do what I'm doing. I'm doing my job in an operation. It involves the legal stuff, but how do you do it from my perspective? Yeah, good luck trying to figure it out. You can't. You guys is all in one whole nother jurisdiction running everything off the Jones Act. Yeah? So you kind of stuck. You in one contract. They own everything that comes off that boat, man. That's maritime law. Yeah? Admiralty. Things like that. This Admiralty is running in occupation. They bring in the stuff over here. When that car comes from Chevrolet, wherever the thing made in the American continent, they make good cars. I'm riding in one right now. So here's a shout out to Chevrolet over there because they make some darn good Hummers. I never know the film crew was going to come in one Hummer they speak, because I get one bus up pickup truck. And this bugger is on. And kind of draw heat because now everybody know I'm in one big Hummer. But that's alright. I'm not trying to hide nothing. In fact, I like you guys flag us down, because if you want to repatriate, you see me, you flag me down. We're going to repatriate you and then start working on your expatriation process. Find out who's the state of Hawaii representative in your area, whether county council or, because they in you are who are, right? So we find out who they are, and we're going to work on the thing. Now the problem with these politicians is they get deals with all their partners. I'm not a politician. I'm a soldier. It's different. I gave my life for my country. Like all you American guys that did for your country who are Kakamawi, I did the same thing. I was willing to give my life, my Kanaka life, for the American Constitution. I'm glad they never take them to court, right? I'm glad I'm still here because I'm participating in this process. And for me, I am the proudest commander of the most pono country in the world. You know what I mean? Because we're going to flip this heaven with aloha, and that's what they're not expecting. They're expecting you to flip it by what is called rubbing elbows with the other insurgents. I can call them that. Okay, the United States Navy, we get kind of, I mean, ruffle their feathers when I call the state of Hawaii the remnant of an insurgency. I said, for me, from this commander, from my perspective, the state of Hawaii is acting in this occupation kind of like when insurgency acts. Yeah. So I told him that, and then he goes, "Well, why are you calling it an insurgency, commander?" And because they're dealing with the insurgency in the other countries, and our Kanakas is over there killing those guys over there, right? So our Kanakas in a foreign military belong to Washington, D.C., killing other Kanakas of their homeland because of some political issue, whether it's drugs, politics, something. All of that is heaven, and it's all related to commerce, everything. Unless they get gold and silver or some kind of thing that's tangible you can touch, watch out. It's a spell, and they're making a profit, and they're doing it with numbers. Yeah? So you gotta be careful. If you're gonna be in this battle, if you're a civilian United States residency, whether Kanaka, Maoli. I gotta add the Maoli, because Kanaka is just a title. Maoli is the goal. Yeah? Everybody forget it to add the Maoli. Yeah? So I added the Maoli. I see we get some guys going. I saw some familiar names. Insurgency. Baranoa. You know. Now, don't say I went call them an insurgency. That's not the truth. Their commander-in-chief back in 1893 when called them an insurgency. Because you didn't identify them correctly. Look at the evidence. Look at everything going on. That insurgency when help Congress make money. It's all about money. All these foreign wars, all about money. You Kanakas belong to a neutral country. You don't belong spilling your blood overseas unless that's what you choose to do. If you choose to do that and you don't be forced upon it, then I'll honor your kind, because I'm a soldier just like you, and you serving for a purpose, and you believe that purpose is right. Whether you serving in HPD, DLNR, you got my respect. But I hope you also give it to us, because now you're in a different jurisdiction. I want to let you know, HPD, now we're working with them. I talked to the Lieutenant Durham in Hilo Police Department. We sat down, and he actually thanked us because there was so much confusion out there. Look, go to the court, and guys claiming they're Hawaiian, and Kanani Laubach, she just, because she got to protect their rights. So does a cop, it's a big mess, yeah? So you guys is in one national crisis caused by one virus that was caused by money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Me, I live pretty happy in my country, not dealing with all you guys' debt, yeah? I don't need to sit there. If they fire me, I'm still going on. I still gonna catch my, I sail right up to Molokai, go visit Brother Kalipi. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna stop me. You guys forgot in your DNA, show you guys how for travel free outside the Jones Act. If you're on an American vessel, that was the other thing. That was the HEVA today. We had one HEVA incident today being caused by not operating by the science in occupation. And the person lost their 45-foot sailing vessel out there. I believe it was Kauai. Not sure, because I just went catch the complaint, not the complaint, but the information, the data. We call it the intel about his case. So now I got to investigate his case, find out what's his status, his nationality. I don't find out his ethnicity, really. I need to find out his nationality first in this occupation and find out, make sure I don't violate brothers' rights first, because you get a right to an attorney, and that attorney is a Navy JAG officer, right? Not commercial. That Navy JAG officer need to go to the state and tell them, hands off. Different jurisdiction now. Everything will change. It's just everybody, the declaration went out. Everything happening, but everybody not catching on. Majority is gonna come out, all these working in the State Department, yeah? You guys working in the judiciary. So you understand why this country is calling out to our countrymen, whether they are citizens of Japan, it doesn't matter, you know, but right now, stand down. Stand down. Don't be arresting guys because you think that there's going to be this big rebellion. This is the most peaceful. You're going to, you know what? You buggers. The country called Hawaii is so far advanced. You guys still think in hula, you guys think we in hula skirts on beaches, yeah? And you guys never even know we had electricity in the palace first, because you guys thought it was witchcraft up at the White House. Us, well, come on, we know how to use what is given to us and incorporate it. The first moe of the incorporate, not incorporate as far as commercial, but incorporating all the islands, Kamehameha. You look when he was doing his battles, he would incorporate modern things. He wasn't going around there with, you know what I mean? I mean, he was doing lure, but he was doing lure with one cannon. You know what I mean? And intelligence, because he had on mission. He did his job. Whether anybody agree with it or disagree with it, look at the country today. It is still a country from 1843. That's how, because before that, it was in the 1700s, late 1700s, this country didn't have the written word, what they call, yeah? By the 1800s, 1840, when they land, 1876 or whatever. I don't look at the American history too well. I concentrated on my own, yeah? But 1700 something, in the late 70s, yeah? 1770 something. So you count to 1890, by 1840 something, they already had one Declaration of Rights drafted up based on the laws of nations. You guys know that as international law, yeah? Everybody quote them, yeah? I get the book, yeah? In fact, I gotta get the book back from somebody that the information is really important. I put it in their good hands, and I'll receive it back soon, because I don't need them, but it's when you hold international law in your hand and see how these nations were created, you will feel the mana in that book, because our country will take that science. International law is a science. All you guys infected with a virus are still looking for one guy that's pretty porno with the science of international law in occupation, and he kanaka maoli. Yeah? Hard for find. And you're wondering why. Because I'm waking you guys up to something that you guys was asleep to. And I think, I'm not saying asleep in a negative way now. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that maybe, like, remember when, if you are of the, you look in the Old Testament, right? Everybody knows, you guys, you Catholics, you Pentecostals, me, I'm a believer, yeah? I'm not going to get into my religion, but in there is a story of Adam and Eve. How that guy, Aqua, them, reached down into that man's body and pull out one rib. I bet you he was glad he was sleeping. Yeah? He was happy he was sleeping. God went put him to sleep. Okay? So that's an example of how maybe Akua will put my country to sleep. So that all you guys that running in debts and credits, yeah, we could get you out of that, because you have a state to come to. If you go from United States of America and you decide you like reside in, oh, we get a couple in Switzerland, yeah, you gotta keep that citizenry, yeah. I mean, you end up in that citizenry, but all of that, the reason they're doing that, the marriage documents before, the thing was just in the Bible, or you had it in the like in our chants. Look, they couldn't destroy all the records of the genealogy, because look here, the XO who's on there, that thing go all the way to 2015. But our written language was not to the 1800s. So tell me how they got all the information. Yeah, so now it's time for everybody. This is your chance. If you miss it, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Yeah. So everybody, there's only two words right now, right? Of course, with the kapupono. We're trying to come up with a slogan. If we yell out kapupono, you get something for say on the other side for response. Like eku mama, and you get right? But you need something with that, with kapupono. I don't know what it can be. So I told Brother Manuel them up Volcano, the part of the Royal Order. Very well respected brother. Never left the country until he got repatriated. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So everything, something over here. Colonel, that's why I'm telling you about the Napuo Hail to call her. She knows all of international law. Great. Tell her get on board for post-luminium. Okay. Tell her post-luminium. I don't know. I can't quote the chapter right now because I don't have my book on me. But you look in there. Post-luminium comes after the war. You know, the rules when you engage in war and all that. That's in international law, laws of war. And remember now, that book is not just a book for you to go read and the kind. This is a science that is required if countries and nations want to live in peace amongst each other. You thought that's science, and you're going to have some heaven somewhere. You're going to have Billy Kill, yeah? Either with the aboriginals that was there, or commerce, you name it. You're going to have some kind of heaven, yeah? So, you got to look, all you guys quoting international law, all you guys went U.S. school at Manoa, yeah? You guys get your doctorates. Now it's time, Mr. Chang, all of you guys, no look at the civil statutes of Hawaii. You're in the wrong place. You in Hawaii been in martial law. Yeah? You guys don't understand. You guys are in a national emergency. If Akuno save you guys now, you guys gonna be written off the face of the earth. Not as far as a culture. Because the culture doing good, man. You get culture all over. You know, the Kanaka doing good as far as culture. Look, okay, speaking Hawaiian. My day, you couldn't put them in a birth certificate. That's why there was no Kakamau Oli name. My Hawaiian name that my mother gave me was given to her before I was born. And she never put them on a birth certificate. I was like, Ma, I said, look, I look Haole already. You could at least put one name was Hawaiian on my birth certificate. Because, you know what I mean? At least something. My mother never put them on the palapa. She spoke it. And she named her child Kalanikoa. I got it tattooed on my shoulder when I went to Panama. I was 18 years old, got my first tattoo. Didn't feel a thing. You guys remember your first tattoo? Didn't feel a thing. Well, maybe some of you guys. If you guys got the Polynesian tattoo, I get respect. Because, you feel everything. You got to have some. Not all, and I'm going to wave to some guys. Okay, she knows, and she would be a big assist. Absolutely. If she knows about post-luminium, the science of post-luminium, that'll clear up the heaven that's being caused by everybody claiming the throne and also trying to change the Constitution. Okay? You can't change the Constitution at the moment. It's not your liberty to do so. This commander, in uniform, has the mana, and I've sworn my oath to my country. I mean, you're going to have to kill me before I'll join back up with another country. I love my country that much. And that's why I'm not in you guys' debts and credits through HRS statutes and all that, in contracts with IDs to get benefits to go to the foreign countries and have a good time. Have a good time in your own country. Yeah? So tell your representatives, back off, because we're going to make regulations that not so hard. You can enjoy yourself here on the beach. You don't need to go all the way to Vegas. Yeah, you know why they suck you into Vegas, right? Because by the time you get there, you spend how much money? Yeah, so it's all about commerce. Yeah, okay, wait, we get something coming from Kauai. Napua here. Oh, Napua is actually saying this. So first of all, I want to give a aloha and say, yeah, please, exemplify the science force. I can't right now, because exemplify, see, I carry a dictionary with me for all those fancy words you guys using. Try use one Kanaka word, just really quick, I'll test out. Napua. Throw one Kanaka word out there that can help me translate that exemplify the science for us, because then I can figure out where to go. See how long that takes. Because I only get your comment over here. Because I don't have my dictionary. I usually carry around my dictionary or go on my phone. But right now, you guys are on my phone, so I don't like cut you guys off like I did before. Then I cannot get you guys back on. So I don't like looking at my dictionary for exemplify. Probably explain it. I can't explain. Walker has been doing his best. Yes, Noah up there doing his best for educate you guys about international law. Great. I've been filling him in. He's very well akamai. If you guys are up there, you know how akamai what he is? He repatriated. Yeah? So he would make this, he wasn't, there was no decision for Baranoa up there on Kauai. He knew he loved his country. He never like fool around. He's seen all the stuff going on. And I gotta tell you, y'all the civil governments, yeah? Sorry that I gotta mention you guys even in my conversation. You know, I wish it was the other way. And I don't do that because I wanna just hold you down, yeah? I'm doing that with aloha. And the reason why is, guys, because trying to get you guys porno is the form of aloha from this commander. If I just close my eyes and don't do nothing, I fail my duty and obligation. Now, remember, I'm not just here to protect your rights. Right now, I'm protecting the United States citizens' rights. Those are U.S. Native Hawaiian Kanakas, right? I'm protecting your rights by not... If you guys ever go study up martial law, you know what I mean? So, you can be charged in the military, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that ever. Right now, it's time for forgiveness and peace and love and lokahi. All those things that we preaching. Some of you guys using lokahi in all this chanting you do, but all the other words I don't understand. Yeah, because you guys not translating. And some of us Kanaka, we were denationalized. So, like with the denationalization, you look, my Hawaiian name, not on Palapala, but I count it as a blessing now because it's only the ha, right? So if you're wondering what, my mother gave me my name before I was born, and she didn't know the name. She said it was given to her. There was also two boys that she was babysitting. One was named Kalani, the other one Ko. So it's two boys. I gotta find out who they were, because maybe the seed is, you know, the cocoa is connected. Because I'm sitting back right here just going, whoa. Because Akua is moving fast, yeah? So fast that nobody could prepare. And I probably rocking all you guys were, because you're going, where the heck? But that's where I was all this time. So those of you that heard last night, I heard it was choppy. You guys went hear some of my personal story, yeah? And with me, I'm going to be upfront all the way. How you know? Call my phone. Go call somebody who's saying they're representing your country, and they get on 575. You try call their phone. I bet you ain't going to get the country. And you definitely not going to get their name. Barely. You'll get them associated with some non-profits, 501. When you get profit, non-profit, because non-profit, can make money. Why? Because you don't need to give the money to the IRS. Right? Right? You make money. Right? So, there's a lot of details. So, today's subject is, let me look through again, because it looks like we get 15 viewers, which is cool, because you guys got this recorded, and the viewership will go. The main one is that I don't shut this thing off. Okay, so let me look at a couple questions. Before I do, I want to put a shout out to the film crew that's doing the documentary for the movie. The producer is named Mike Anderson. I keep forgetting his last name. Anderson. Okay. Want me to, can I show them? Okay. So this is the film crew, right? This is Brother Mike.
Aloha.
Yeah. So remember I was telling you, his ancestors, his kupuna in America, which came from Ethiopia, right? Not Africa, that's a corporate name. In Ethiopia, they in America, slavery started, right? Their own people went send them up there. Yeah, same like how the Kanakas do stuff to Kanakas. Same thing happened to his Kuleana, yeah? I mean his Moku, or his Koko, right? Same thing happened to them. Now, how's this? At the time of the overthrow, before that, I gotta turn down this. Anyways, before that, those guys, what, mid-1800s, slavery was legal. Over here was illegal. At the same time, the Civil War was going on. Yeah, these guys was coming over here. So, the country where slavery is illegal, one Kanaka from Ethiopia here, and he free. He can, holy moly, guys, I'm sorry about that. Man.
Super free.
Yeah, they sucked it over here in my nose. I'm gonna block really quick. Sorry, guys. Holy moly. I gotta do the shot from the top. Woo, boy. You guys on TV, you guys get that kind of guys that can clean you up, bro. I'm doing everything from the field or whatever I get. Forgot the nose pick. Sorry. I apologize. Anyways, whoever saw that, edited them out. Man, what a bummer. Okay. I'm getting older, so hair is growing from my ears, my nose, you know, but the bugger disappearing on my head. But it's all good. Anyway, so back to the subject. So this country, his kupuna that came here, some of them was Hawaiians. They voted in the Kuwait petitions. They were Hawaiian. More Hawaiian than some of the Kanakas that is getting the American benefit right now. I'm talking about nationality. So I gotta stop right now because some of you guys might not be educated on nationality and ethnicity. There is a difference between a Maoli Kanaka and a Hawaiian. Okay? Because you had Hawaiians back in the kingdom who were Kanaka Mongolian. That was the Chinese. It was called Mongolia back then, and we get one treaty with them. Yeah? So, the Chinese guy over there, they're sending all the stuff over here to the Jones Act. Please stop, because we have a treaty with you guys, with your people, not your corporation. The corporation different. I heard President Trump, when he's smart bugger, boy. That President Trump, smart bugger. That's why I sent a declaration to him a couple hours before he got out of office to see, give him a Hail Mary to save his stuff, right?
Yeah, that would have stopped the inauguration.
And I don't know if I know that I did my job, and the commander said the thing went through St. Pat and all that, and they was doing the job. I'm not going to tell the United States Navy how to do their job. They know how. They're going to clean up their citizens here in this country. Not clean them up, but help them with the administration, help them with the understanding. How's this, bro? I'm laying the policy for you guys, United States Navy. You guys never had one policy. HPD didn't have a policy to deal with a Hawaiian national. Only one U.S. native Hawaiian was claiming it as a Hawaiian national. They wasn't trained. So no blame them. Yeah? The Kanaka that was in the HPD, he wasn't training the guys who, that he under. Well, I'm not naming nobody, but I'm just saying it's file and command. If you get the information at the top, you got to feed it to the brothers on the bottom. Yeah? Those small little fishes that engage guys like me. Because I was going after the small little fishes and I got a couple. Yeah? And now, they was wondering where these buggers came from. And I'm not that big. I'm not big. If you meet me, I'm only 5'7". I'm like an angry poi dog, I guess you can call him. You know what I mean? But I got to be like that for do my job. So if I get, there's a code word. You guys see me snapping, you just say this, purple. And I tell you what, this commander, boom. You know what I mean? So there you go. That's for the nation. That's for the Americans too. Just in case I'm out there barking at you. Yeah. So I know you guys having a good time because I'm trying to introduce this. You know what? In the U.S. military, everything is so disciplined. It's tough for be normal, yeah, but they got a mission, man. They need the discipline. I get the liberty. I'm the commander in Hawaii, and that is beautiful, yeah. And I know how to speak the same language. No, not Maoli. I speak Pidgin. If I speak Pidgin, look like we get some brothers over here. Oh, we might be that kind. Oh yeah, but I get cats and they get some boombox music. Oh yeah. Yo, they get the one going down the side of the face. You gotta be careful. You're gonna put one tattoo on the side of your face. Make sure that bugger don't look like one bicycle tire just went run you over. Because one guy had, and I swear that looked like my bicycle tire. So be careful. Make sure you get mana into that tattoo. Because now guys just flying tattoos on their face just because they like the kind, right? But they don't have the arm and the courage to serve their country. So for me, I can talk. Because I serve my country. I cannot be the first boot. I cannot tell you to put your boots on the ground and I don't have my boots on the ground. And for me, I'm going to be the last boots off the ground unless they bury me to get one treaty with these buggers. And I don't have to sign a treaty with OHA. Hey, you guys, you are citizens. You guys subdues in this country. Yeah. So the other two words, so you get kapupono. The other one is tighten up. That's what we used to say before, you know what I mean? Tighten up. So, okay. Right on. I see you guys is on. Yeah. I gotta do this. Otherwise, you're gonna listen to me. You're gonna think I damn. I give in all this information, I still get Kanakas calling me holy. That's how far the racism went. The hate. And that's what they want. Yeah. If the brother said that, I wonder if he 100% Maoli. I don't think so. And then he better make sure he 100% Maoli. And his cake is 100% Maoli. Otherwise, because remember, Haole is like no more breath. Yeah? Different. Gotta watch out. The racism, guys. You're in a country called Aloha, yeah? Hawaii is the living waters. You guys get obligations and duties to do as Maoli. It's your kuleana. Yeah? So, let's see here. We got Isaac. Come on. But Isaac, right on. I heard you was a musician. So, we got to do Ho'olaulia style. See, I call in all the musicians because I play musicians. I know Ben Kaili. I know all the guys play pineapples. Big Island, you know. They know what I went through to play music. I rode bicycle with trailer. I hitchhiked. I put my stuff on one boat. So, I'm not a quitter, yeah. But Isaac, yeah, gotta throw down some music. Isaac, thanks. We need to know the smart. Raja, the akamai. That's what this is all about. Get you guys, because it goes out to you guys. You know what? I went from 2 friends 2 days ago. The first video. When I went fire 'em up, I only had 2 friends. Brother Felipe and Brother John. No, and Kauko'u. I had 3. Brothers really, you guys know, they down in the movement, man. They down. And they so down, they akamai. Yeah? And they going, wait a second. Woo! Wow, Colonel. So, you know what I mean? Oh no, Kauko'u called me. But he akamai, he not going to just jump on this. He remember all this hell that been going on with all these, I mean, it's been going on. Who you can trust. Yeah? I hope you guys can trust me. I'll be honored if you trust me, because then I'm not doing my job in vain, yeah? You put a lot of things on the line, a lot of stuff you lose being a Hawaiian, yeah? No Kamehameha schools. So if you working at Kamehameha schools and you thinking about this right now, and you Kanaka, they're all U.S. residents. Yeah, all got P.O. box or an address. They're all under commerce, and they all belong to the Corporation of Washington, D.C. And I cannot get anybody from my school or my country in you guys' school, I mean my ohana and my country in you guys' school, unless they deviate from the science of international law and enter the realm of commerce without commercial belly. And let's come in schools. That's all the high makimaki. I mean, I don't like to say that. No. The akamai, not high makimaki, because they're not going to put you guys down. And I don't like doing it. Because very akamai. This is the perspective. I believe this is how you can forgive everybody that made a mistake in this process. Everybody. From the Navy, the provisional government, everybody. All these civilian governments that you ain't go buy one ID or something like that, and they took your money, and you went to court, and you lost everything because nobody was there. There was no attorney representing you, and the prosecutor didn't know what the hell you was talking. I mean, the public defender didn't know what the heck he was talking about. He could only represent you as an American. But Hawaii no more agreement with the Bar Association, right? State of Hawaii does because they're a corporation. Yeah. So, okay, so the points today was expatriation, repatriation. If I don't get to that now, I have Portuguese blood. I might ramble on and then totally forget the whole subject and could run out of service. I don't like to do that to you guys because I know you guys is tuning in because I had the 3 friends and now I cannot count. My phone don't start going ping, 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 ping. You know what I mean? It's almost like music while I sleep and I had to turn the phone off last night. So keep your comments. You know what? I got a lot of guys that wasn't who they was on their friend list. I will go investigate. And you guys that saying you was Mike so-and-so and Kuliyama and even throwing in pictures of the sovereignty movement and all that, trying to look like you guys are on the same side as me, and sniff you out. So I'm going to be deleting all you guys from the site. We don't need you guys on there that's ever. You guys looking for make money. Go make money somewhere else. You can legally do it somewhere else. You just can't do it with me. Yeah? Or our people. Yeah? You can't legally make money off us right now. A Hawaiian Kanaka is illegal. If there's a corporation from Washington, D.C. making money off a Hawaiian Kanaka right now. Right now we get expatriating Hawaiian Kanakas because they went repatriate. They got in the country, right? Post-Laminium applies to them. Yeah? All the international law guys, right? Post-Laminium applies to them now that their military when grabbed from their country. Because you got to have the MOE. If you don't have the MOE, you can't do post-Laminium. And right now, everything's in martial law, and you guys all got ha-ka-ka about who's the MOE. These countries set up a little different. Yeah? It's a constitutional monarchy. So you get, from the Aina side, you get the crown lands. Yeah? That's mana. They get money. The family's taking care of for life. It's like an insurance policy put up by my family members. Yeah? But Kupuna was smart. I just found out yesterday. I guess I'm pretty every ties. Now I understand this subject. Yeah? Umi is in my Ohana's name. So that's a give all you Kanakas that do all that kind. Who stay running the show on this side. Yeah? It's all signs and wonders to you guys. Let you guys know. You guys do this right now. You repatriate. You have a consensus in both. You get mana. Yeah? You do that now, you get mana. Because that's how you do it in martial law. That's how you do it in an occupation. You don't go down to these hearings that is meant for Americans. There's no money. DHHL no more money. They only get credit. Everybody that you see in this country right now, including Brother Mike, right here, driving his car. He don't own his car. He don't own his seats, right? Because it's all debts and credits. You guys getting the credit for the company store. You're not walking in there with silver and giving them to the milk guy. He deserves it. He made one thing of milk, right? He deserves something tangible, but that's how they control on you guys because you got no grasp of it, man. You can't physically protect it. Yeah? Right now, they can just wipe out all your accounts just like that, and it's going to happen in the future. That's my opinion. By studying the chatter, all the education going on, everything's online. I study everything. Some guys wrote when we was doing the other day, somebody said that the United States pulled out of the U.S. I said no. Oh no. One of you guys said that. No, they never pulled out of the UN. They pulled out of the international criminal court. Why? Because they don't do nothing. Right? So your President Trump was smart. And right now, you guys can have them out. If you were Naka and you were for President Trump, yeah, you was for President Trump, then back the bugger up. Because he's going against a corporation that right now you guys are slave to, yeah? America get one different system. It's they get it's kind of heavy because they wasn't started by a corporation that was in there. Oh, get some brothers over here in Hilube. Hold on, they're showing me some suckers. I don't know if they know we're online. But they're looking at me kind of funny. So, all right, good to have the boys on the beach. This beach is supposed to be filled with Kanakas right now. It's supposed to be filled with, but watch out, the water dirty. Yeah, but anyway, so let's get back to guide is Isaac. Yeah, brother. Akua is driving us all. That's the part. So you gotta look at all those things in the previous, the threads in the previous video, what I was telling you guys. Let's start from the top, yeah? You get Akua. Yeah? So he somehow we make it so that all our genealogy, everything where we came from, all of that was in Laha, yeah, the history. You guys know the proper term in Olelo, right? Me, I'm still catching up to all that. I'm learning a lot though. But I know from the old side, like you guys that are educated in Hawaiian language, still saying, calling the cowboys Paniolo. It's a bad word. Pani is what? Go speak to your keiki and tell her about Olos. Yeah? You speak in one bad word. That's why Hawaiians was getting, that's why me as a kid was getting slapped off the horse when I was young. Because I was saying the wrong word. Now, you guys that claim that you know the Maoli language, you guys advertise it. Paniolo Cafe, all that kind. You guys don't know where the word was translated from because somebody would accidentally put the O in the dictionary. Yeah? But we know the history because it's in here, not in that dictionary. That palapala is not the final authority. It's what's in here. What was told to you by your kupuna. Now, when I'm protecting, what my job is not just to protect the U.S. citizens' rights. I'm not protecting your rights. I don't like violate them. Different. Yeah? I don't like violate your rights. You on, you know what I mean? I just don't like violate. It's obligation and duty. I mean, if I violate your rights, I mean, they can string me up and shoot me. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with these guys head on, and I'm not telling them so and so, and then I get on business. I get Crets and Daddies had one business, getting stimulus and all that. No, because I'm not Vala'au and Waha. Yeah, my color might be wrong, but my mana isn't. My spirit, manao. That's how I was taught by my Kanaka parents. Yeah, and it's in me, in my DNA, and it's in you guys too. And that's why you guys feel bad when you get violent and racist. And then you go, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have slapped that bugger just because he was holy. Yeah. So it's time now. We wake up. Okay, we got Arden Costless. He's watching. God is driving us all this. I'm going to wave to a couple guys because then maybe I can see some more comments. Look like we get 16 guys watching now. Good. We're growing. Because I went from, so I'm not protecting just the U.S. guys' rights. I don't like violate you guys' rights. And your protected persons. U.S. Native Kanakas on the Crown land right now are protected persons. I have to be very careful how I deal with you. You guys in the DLNR and the HHL and OHA, you guys is part of the insurgency. I got the aloha for you guys, but I'm not really. You guys, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, because if you guys change your mind, you gotta give up your paycheck. So I understand why you guys not getting pono, because there's a paycheck. And that's commerce. And that's Jones Act. And all of that heavy stuff. Yeah, put you in debt. Oh, look. You know what that island is in the background? Wait, let's see if we can see them. Where the buck stay? Let me see. Oh, no. You cannot see them. Anyways, get Moku Ola in the background. Yeah, I used to have my boat right off of there. If you ever went fishing down Hilo Bay, and you saw that blue boat out there for years, all over. And one guy always moving around and heading out, always on the water, that was me. Yeah, because I was doing my job. Because instead of them raiding my house, they got to paddle out that far. And you know how much money cost them for paddle out to my boat at the end of the breakwall over there? First of all, they got to pay the guys by the hour. They got to have the boat. They got to have the insurance, the liability, and all that. So, my budget, nothing. In fact, I used to borrow money from my son, like $20 here and there. He charged me insurance so I could, you know what I mean, save you guys' country. Thank you, son. Shout out to my boy, Sawyer. Yeah. Out he go school out in Puna. I'm not going to tell you who, where, because just in case some of you chicken shack shit Kanakas like get revenge on this holy. Yeah, just in case. I don't trust all you guys. Yeah. So all you guys, Kanaka Maoli, that is dedicated to country. Yeah. And you see that have out there in another Kanaka. And you know they're gonna come after me. Give me a fair warning, please. Because I know more all the backup like you guys get, all the cops, all of that, yeah. We don't have all the money you guys get, all the debt. You guys know more money. Yeah. DHHL is broke. Yeah. They just get need a kingdom military. You get one. I'm wearing it. Yeah. That's later on. Look like US, yeah, because I like scare the United States citizens. So maybe red. Bamba, you guys design, you guys, you know what? For you guys that worried about the uniform instead of what's really going on, then what I suggest is if you repatriate, right, then you'll have the authority to make a suggestion of my uniform. Right now, cause, be quiet. Raja, is that Raja? Raja K. Raja. That's not the issue. My uniform. You know what? My uniform was respected by judges, police officers, the United States Navy. If you like for change them, become, I don't even know if you Kanaka. Wait, let me see. Roger K. Answer me this. Are you Kanaka Maoli? So I know, because then I can answer you in a certain way, because I have to answer you guys different. Yeah? Hey, Pamela. Hey, hello, Pamela. Okay, somebody said okay. Okay? Don't give me Pilikia right now. I'm trying to do my job. Right? You guys need to support this whole thing from you support Kalipi. He know what? He been in this thing since he was 9 years old. For you guys that know his personal story, yeah? You know, brother is porno. And he trying to do the best. And he got sent to me by a court. And we went talk. And now look, I come in through his Facebook. He don't want to teach me how to do all this. I went from 2 friends, 3 friends, Kauka Ohu. I went, you got John, right? Over there, on Oahu. And Kalipi Amonakai. I had 3 friends out of there before I did my first video. And now, I get some good friends. Because the things that you guys saying, and that's just friends to me, because the things that you are saying benefits the country called Hawaii. Not a civilian, individual government that's represented by U.S. residents. Yeah? All you guys that took all that money from those Kanakas and never represent them right now in court, I forgive you. I forgive you because you didn't know what you was doing. Yeah? And I hope a lot of Kanakas that lost their car and went jail and all that can forgive you too. I forgive you. All I'm asking you is be porno. If you're going to do anything representing this government and you don't go through the military, either the Navy, because you guys is U.S. residents now. If you don't go through the U.S. Navy or me and you do something to form another government, you break in the law, international law and laws of war. And go look at all that stuff. Love the uniform. Alexander he says, love the uniform. Thank you, Alexander. My wife bought it for me. I couldn't afford it. I got it from Mamo Street, across the street, from the kingdom of the Hawaiian Islands. Yeah? So, civil governments, time to get porno. Because you guys get all the data from all the Kanakas. Yeah? You guys had the money. Now you guys get all the data. So, you guys need to use that data for the purpose of the country. Because you guys know who was born here. Because you get some, I get one Kanak when text me and say that his cake, he was born in here without the social security numbers and all that. He was saying he had to have the doctor. You don't need the doctors. See, they get you convinced that you need one doctors to confirm what birth. No, cast the spell, speak the name. Yeah, it's Kanaka style. Registered somewhere in Palapala. Bombay, you don't need a doctor. Get a couple witnesses, right? You can't get it notarized right now. Who gonna notarize them? State of Hawaii? They in Washington, D.C. So you Kanakas that have been notarizing, I know them all. Well, I don't know them all, but I know very few. I know a few. And they have good purpose. But they are state of Hawaii notaries. If you're doing kingdom notary, if it's not to the country, then fine, because maybe you changing the words a little bit. This is how you guys been able to get out of this without the United States government coming down in you guys Okoli representing your country, because you wasn't, right? So I'll give you a good example. I get one ID, right? I'll give you an example of an ID. Yeah, wrong name of the country, because wrong name. Country's name Hawaii. Is any other thing than Hawaii, brother? I don't know you're not from the country. You're not sending me a legitimate document. Yeah, you probably copying Karmas, and you probably got one 575, and you probably get one birth certificate. I gotta watch out, don't violate your rights. Yeah. So that's how really heavy this jurisdiction is in. Because if you apply this jurisdiction in a military occupation, you run the science. You guys gonna accomplish the mission you guys was always trying to do. Yeah. Now that the thing got signed on the same day, and it wasn't planned that way. Anybody that know me, I was trying to get this done a long time ago. Akahai, all the other governments and all of that, yeah? I've been trying to do this a long time. And Akua land the date of the signing on January 17, 2021. Yeah. So for me, I run off of signs and wonders because I'm Kanaka. I didn't run off of Palapala like everybody in the commercial did. I run off of signs and wonders, mana. I trust my na'au. I'm no bank account. Hawaiians cannot get bank account. You saying you Hawaiian, you get bank account, brother? I sniff something funny. I bet you're going to find one instrument allow you to do that. And if you're doing them on one of those fantasy documents, you know what it is? Because you know somebody at the bank. You didn't get in there because you're Hawaiian. I know the law, yeah? And they ain't giving nothing to Hawaiians, yeah? I know. I had to qualify as 100% Hawaiian to be in this uniform. And all you guys looking out there, you're not 100% Hawaiian. That bugger look like one. Oh, sorry. That bugger looked like one. I said bugger, right? Sounded like one, that kind, but wasn't. Was bugger. Anyways, that bugger looked like one Howley, right? They don't understand between nationality and ethnicity. If you don't understand, go look up your U.S. doctor. His name is Mr. Sai. He's an American doctor, well educated, involved in some cases. If you don't know him, go check out his material. Really study the material though, because some stuff, if all of that stuff in there, because we don't all have the right stuff, but if you go in there, you're going to see why they lost. If you apply the science, you'll be able to do them political arithmetic. That's what they call it. Yeah, you in political science now. Yeah, you're trying to run this with political methods because you don't like fly bullets. Yeah, you don't like kill each other. Yeah, we don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's land of aloha, man. We got Kanakas. We get, how's this? DLNR was trespassing on the Mauna. It's private property. U.S. Education system that educated Mr. Sai, who's very accommodating. Mr. Sai had a dream about you. And you and I was in the dream. A couple people know. And there was a reason for it. And it was very, very the kind. And I shared it with a couple Kanakas and they explained the meaning. And then I just got the meaning yesterday. Because I think it was meant to be, to stop everything just for a moment. Because you did such a fine job in educating, everybody. Yeah. The thing that you did up there with Nania Parks. She called me when I was up in Oklahoma one time. She was working on a thing that I was dealing with. So I know the case you guys went through up there. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff, but it's only from my perspective, not the U.S. Native Hawaiian Kanaka perspective. Yeah, that's commerce. Yeah, mine is state to state. So what I was able to do, the reason you guys seen the success, the reason I was able to get the guy for sign, he on the old, he's serving the Navy, right? Get him because he's a military commander in my country that is in occupation, and my country is in Heva. Yeah, it's a national emergency, and my national emergency affects his country, which he never realized was in a national emergency. Imagine, President Obama was born in an occupation. I'm not the only guy who said it was occupation. Look at the signature on the declaration. And it looks like some cheap printing. But that's printed on a typewriter right in the back here that I can take to the mountain on my boat, everything. You guys gonna try sneaking? You guys gonna try be, like how, but Skippy say, I don't like to say the words with y'all youngsters now. Now I gotta realize I'm talking to the keiki too. Yeah, so I gotta be real respectful because now the keiki are responding. Right, because remember, the National Education Association, the union, or the association that represents all the teachers, yeah, they agree with Dr. Sai, yeah, even though some of the stuff is the kind, but they will publish his thing, and that's porno, you know what I mean? Some stuff the kind, but hey, we can work that all out, yeah, same ahu, yeah. So let's see, there is an urgency. The state is falling and stealing monies. They're not stealing money. They're stealing credit. No more money. You guys dead. If they was grabbing your gold or your silver, taking your other kind, no, they're taking your property. They're taking your car. And then your time is your property, right? That's your personal liberty, man. Time is worth something. And they're taking that. Why? Because they get bonds, right? They're going to make money to take care of you while you lock up. And they will convince you for sign one agreement to get locked up. And to hire somebody to help you get locked up. Because you're on the same side with the bar association. They're all in cahoots to figure out who they're going to lock up and who they're not going to lock up. You notice that some of the guys that get the worst crimes don't get locked up. And the guys that get, minor kind of stuff, sleeping on the boat, they get locked up for a long time. Why? Because they run in the bond. They can get more credit by doing what they're doing. That's in credits, yeah? So all the people that get like the akamai in economy, come talk to me. Because I'm going to show you some things that you not seeing. The Jones Act. The Jones Act is the reason you guys is under oppression right now. But they need it because they got to control the debt. They broke. They're honest. Yeah. We not. We haven't been. Yeah. We trying to get the benefit and still. The culture is good, man. The culture is good. The culture is good. You in your Aina, that's culture. You part of the Aina, that's culture. Take off all that stuff that you guys wearing. You're a man or a woman. Yeah, just like any other country. Yeah. So your culture is doing good. You are allowed to wear your cultural clothes in this occupation. You're able to have a 501c3 to support your cultural events. Yeah. You get to go to schools that teach your culture and your U.S. Kanakas. Hawan Kanakas no can. Yeah. So you have these benefits that are so blessed because of an American Constitution and how it affects the Congress and how they protect your rights. The police are there to protect your rights and the property of the corporation that you, by getting an ID card, passport, whatever, gotta be in allegiance with. Yeah? They're gonna lock you up if you're not. If you like not have allegiance to the United States and not have Pilikia, as a Hawaiian, I suggest you expatriate from that country. Because you're going to have their property. They have to. They got to pay it in, yeah? So Alexander Piahi is watching. I know that name from somewhere. Aloha, aloha. Duki. Oh, Barakalipi up there. Colonel, I get some people that wants to repatriate. Mahalo. That's what this for. So, today I'm in Hilo doing this because I told you guys I was going to be on. So let's talk about expatriation. Enough about all the other stuff. Let's get to the bullet points. What is expatriation? I had my Black's Law dictionary on me, and I bought us a huge book, and I forgot them. How you forget one book that's about that thick? Anyways, it wasn't meant to be. It was meant to be so that you guys can go look into your guys' law. Okay? Your guys' law. Look at Black's Law. The best definition is in Black's Law, 4th edition. I don't know why. That's what the now was telling me, so I would recommend that one. The ones I don't read them, they're too complicated. You get too much footnote and all that. So I read that one. Expatriation is when you voluntarily. Some AT&T company was seeing if I like renew. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to cut off really quick. Okay. Expatriation. If you look in the law books, okay, it's when you voluntarily leave your country. It's expatriation. Okay. Renunciation of citizenship is different. That's commerce. Yeah. Because you're renunciating your citizenship. Yeah. It's different for an expatriating American that is in occupation who is Kanaka. Because he's adjuring. I think that's the right word. You know, I get them. But I mispronounce these buggers all the time. You know. Adjuration. They call it adjuration. That's the process of converting. See, everybody think the flip got to be this whole huge thing. You guys move in mountains. No. It's you close in your account. You step in out of your account. You in the country. But you somebody's property. So you stuck in the account. How do I know your property? You got one tagger on your thing. It says 575, 576 or whatever. Yeah. If you get one different dog tag, I'm going to know that you're from a different country. Look, Japan, they get different number. Yeah. Hawaii, that's why we're getting everybody repatriated. So we don't go bother our Social Security number every time a guy repatriates. Yeah. We get a collection of guys that want to repatriate. We get them the proper form. Now, that civilian government with the Social Security Administration is an agency. So any American company that's on the Jones Act and all these debts and credits, they gotta apply to that system. Yeah, Social Security. So if you expatriating, that's what that means. You going from one country to another. It doesn't mean, oh, I hate you guys. I'm walking off. I'm never talking to you again. That's not it. Guys are saying, oh, I'm patriotic to the country. Well, no, you're not. Because you still paying the guy, you working and paying taxes to the guy I'm trying to kick out of your country. Not kick them out. I shouldn't say that. That's the wrong word for the kicking. Because that's not what you're doing. You're not kicking people out of the country. we're getting people pono. So I guess kicking them out of their commerce and bringing them back into currency and the kind, because that's what it's all about. The debts and credit system that everybody running, that's why the COVID got such a hold on you guys, and you guys gonna get locked up if you don't even have your face mask. What kind of hell is that? And guess who's gonna lock you up? On Kanaka. Yeah. The Anglo-Saxon brother that is from the mainland and comes down here to enforcement, he's smart. He give an office job. You don't go up to the mountain and go arrest guys. Yeah. Colonel, I get some. Oh, so anyways, those guys that are getting ready to repatriate, already understand the process. No worry. We even Volcano. That's why it was a little late broadcasting, because we was passing out repatriation forms out there, and I have to brief the people that are passing them out because they gotta understand it. Yeah. Don't fill out the form. Go turn them into an United States resident Kanaka. That's at DHHL. Yeah, wrong jurisdiction. Right now, his job's in jeopardy. You need to get a new job. You need to come work on this side. Yeah, he's a Kanaka, especially. Come work on this side, because you know all the secrets that all these guys is hiding. Because they was hiding plenty secrets. Yeah. So you guys know, the Kanakas know. Yeah. You're not gonna be charged as a spy. They cannot. It was all commerce. They don't care. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. What if you are on SSI? Then you get exchanged. If you want to be a Hawaiian Kanaka, then you take your U.S. native Hawaiian Kanaka instruments and reincorporate. Yeah, so you go down to the Social Security. I'll go down. If you're going to repatriate, it's my job. Yeah, I expatriate you. So I go down to the Social Security number and tell them that this guy shouldn't have a 575 or 576 because he needs to expatriate. He's already in my country, and he's like, oh, nice big job. Oh yeah. Yep, Hilo Bay is bumping. I wish I was sailing out there. Wait, I can give you guys some. Okay, get some action on here. Everybody. Sorry, I never ask everybody for put you on Facebook, but there's you. They cannot see nothing. Alright, you guys too far away. Alright, you guys a little bit of view. Maybe we should move now, because now they're gonna know we stay over here. Nah, it's alright. If they do something to me, I'll call a name. I get the commander's phone right on my. Yeah. So, if you see him in a community and you are Kanakamo'oli and you are part of enforcement, don't be worried. I'm trying to clean up the heva. I'm not out there on ice, giving them to the keys. Like some of you guys in enforcement, you guys help in the heva. Yeah, guys is on opium. Don't make it a drug crime. Take away the drug crimes so that you can focus more instead of punishment. You focus on healing. Pono. Instead of punishment, pono. Yeah, these guys get addictions. They don't belong in jail. Yeah, and the crime makes the money. Yeah, because now guys get paid to lock guys up. Yeah, so the law is the one make the heva, and then guys making money off the law, and it's only statutes. Yeah, remember, who you hurting by not wearing your seatbelt? Who's the criminal? Nobody. You know why they like you in your seatbelt? Because they don't like you fly out because you're their property and you get damaged when you're in a kind. Why they like you have one safety inspection? Because they like their car broke. Yeah, so they just taking care of everything, and they're smart. They get the jurisdiction. So expatriation, in simple terms, is legally, when it comes into political science, and not just political science, it's a heavy kind of mana. It's almost like a spell. Not a spell, but you print down the words and you say the words, and other country know that you're going to another country. Yeah, that's part of expatriation. But if you're not renunciation and you just making fake IDs and all this kind of stuff and nobody know and you still on a benefit, they still recognizing you as an American and they're protecting their property. And that's why you get in all the stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of jurisdictions out here that you guys don't know about. Yeah. See all these shoreline out here? Right? All of that is outside the Jones Act. Yeah. The high tide line. There's a lot of things that are outside the Jones Act. Yeah. Your instruments. If you just give them up, change your name, how are they going to make you that person if they don't give you the instrument? They make you go down and volunteer. They're smart. They don't like get on contract with you if you're not ready. They make sure you volunteer for it. Yeah, they're not out there just passing out IDs and saying, okay, brother, you're an American today, you're going to be an American tomorrow. Thank you for supporting all this heva. Right? No. They tell you, hey, brother, your thing is expired. Let's sign one new contract. Come on down. And then you go down, you sign the contract, and there you go. Yeah. So it's really simple. It's not as complicated as everybody thought it was. I think it got complicated for reasons so that it could happen right now. Imagine if I was trying to get this out by mail to all you guys. I wouldn't have the opportunity. Heck no. I'll go and wait. Perfect timing. Here we took COVID for me battle with all these guys because I sent all the exhibits by my email in my old bus up truck. Before you gotta go down, get everything certified, boom, go to, you know what I mean? So it was a blessing. COVID was a blessing for this commander. And all of that. So I don't mind losing that peanuts. Yeah. No, grow the peanuts over here. We get good land. You get peanut farmers. You get peanut farmers. Look at all this land over here. We get peanut farmers. Yeah. So grow your peanuts over here. You don't have to get them from China. Yeah. And it comes over. You guys say China, you know, there's a lot of people against China, but I can't tell it. You guys eating a lot of this stuff and get a lot of your products. In fact, everything from China coming through the Jones Act. And you guys got an agreement with it. So that's where you guys get caught in jurisdiction. You got to expatriate from that country if you don't want to get Lilikoi in people with people that are sworn to protect you. HPD sworn to protect you. Yeah? They have oaths. If they recognize you as a Hawaiian, they violate your rights because you get instruments. That's how technical it is. They got to be careful. And look, they're getting more heat now than they did before. Look, they're taking away their paycheck in some places, and that's the guys on your side. I know they get some hella cops. Yeah, that's in anything. Look, DHL, you know, all that. You get hella inside there. Not everybody's porno. In fact, I'm trying to look for one. You know, they get my number. They haven't even called to start. They represent you guys, you U.S. Kanakas, and since this king came out. And I know one of them was on here. My phone number is right there. Yeah. All these other civil governments find the name when you call the number. And I can mention one country, they're not even, you can get one number, and you got to leave a message. That's it. You call Hawaii, you know you're calling Hawaii. And you leave a message, and we screen them all. You give us an email, we screen them all. You try to fake one of our documents, Hawaii is smart. We only got one place that produces them. If that bugger fail, we got another one. We don't, you like doing an election in Hawaii, you're going to do it by pala, and you're going to come down in person and put that bugger in the ballot. You're not going to steal an election like they did over there. That's my opinion. But I shouldn't say steal. They played a good game. They never steal. They win play ball and they win. But maybe Trump playing better ball. He ought to look at this thing. Because he's commander from that element. We try to send all that to them. The declaration was made in time to give him a couple hours to act. And it was that January 17th. I mean, you look at the declaration, it was signed 10 something. Yeah, pinpoint to find the commander at a location because they're looking at maps. They're not looking at addresses. It's commerce. You send one address to a military commander and you deal in a declaration of a state of war town. Don't be on there telling somebody Hawaiian will declare war with the United States. That's not the case. You're uneducated and obviously, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we never declare war with the United States. We declared what is called a state of war. We telling them honestly that our country believes that we are in a state of war because an act of war was committed when the landing of the troops by some heavy politician over here in our country. So, I'm not a heavy politician, but I'm trying to get the Navy to do the same thing, but give the country back and kind of go back the way. You know what I mean? But they're here. They protect us. We have a treaty with them, man. You know what I mean? The American soldier, that's your best friend or your worst enemy. You guys know that went serve and are still serving. Out to you guys, bro. You get those guys after you, you done. That's why I went to the top man right off the bat. The guy that is responsible for taking out guys like me, because that's their job. Yeah, they're there to protect the president. Yeah, guys like me, they might get a little nervous and think that I threaten the president. Yeah, so they get their hui and they come and they put one red dot over here and they tell you, right? So I went straight to the guy that can all those guys and come going on. And you know what? Because I'm honest, me and him working together, and that's how you got all this done. It wasn't done by some donkey in a uniform. And give the guy some respect. Yeah, he was the only one who could pull it off, and thank goodness he was gonna come out with it. He's gonna get Crown Land up there in Kauai. We're gonna go check it out. Yeah, he gonna be thankful. You don't think they're going to back us up? We'll protect. Because remember now, HPD, you get Kanakas. Navy, you get Kanakas. All these militaries, you get Kanakas. Yeah? So, and they are heirs to the crown now. Yeah? So, expatriation, easy to, I hope you guys understand with that. I'm rambling on more stuff than expatriation, yeah? But expatriation is leaving one country and going to another, okay? Repatriation is that other country bringing you in. For you U.S. Native Kanakas that have been trying to bring people into a country that you're not part of because you don't get the liberty. You signed in a contract. You don't get the liberty until you get in the contract. Let it expire and abandon it. If you're going to repatriate, change your name. Yeah? So that so how does expatriation and repatriation work? So expatriation, that's you leaving that country. Repatriation, you're going to this country. Now let me tell you how Occupied Forces of Hawaii, civil affairs, military government does it. Okay? Now don't include JAG on this. JAG is between all those war crime issues and people being porno even after the declaration was served. Not served, announced. Okay? So that part leave out. When I'm talking to the civilian guys that not representative, members of an armed force, the HHL and HPD is kind of like an armed force because they incorporated with the United States, but HPD is actually supposed to be incorporated but the United States Navy. Like I already talked to HPD, but over here in Hilo, talking about this in the Durham, because gotta be honest with them, right? Because they was having a problem. They're locking guys up, well, pulling them over. They're giving fantasy documents. Guys in jail claiming he's from my country and he's not. He's from Lieutenant Durham's country, who he get one obligation and duty to protect. Yeah, all these police officers. Right? Okay. I got a call from. It looks like okay, this is an interesting call, but I can't take it because I am on air at the moment. Okay. So now with HPD, okay, they are incorporated in Washington D.C. You know how you clean the hell up so that these officers can serve with honor and still do their duty and not violate your rights? They're right now they're part of a branch of the County of Hawaii. That's corporate. Yeah. They need to reincorporate in the country so they will, change their business instrument and incorporate in the country and serve the people that are here, not Congress. Yeah. So it's real easy, but they have to reincorporate. The problem is they also are a union. Yeah. So they're, from the military's perspective, the police officers are civilians because they are represented by a union. They're well respected by this commander and our officers in the field of this occupation. Me and Kiha the Axel, we went in there honestly in our rank, porno, explained the whole thing so that he wasn't blindsided. Yeah. And so that we could start working on the process. They didn't have no training. We got to start, this is part of it right now. Some of the Kanakas are in the police department. Yeah. So they would reincorporate so that they become the police department of here. But if they wanted to be represented by the union they get, because that's all debts and credits for the Jones Act and all that, so you guys can run your debts and get all these goodies that you guys getting, yeah, is that they would have to reincorporate too, so that they could represent those officers. And then those officers wouldn't be paid on debts and credits. They get paid for their labor, yeah, because Hawaii doesn't run off the Universal Commercial Code. We get the opportunity to run currency, and it's easy. You guys trying to do them all through the instruments. That's not how you make currency. Currency is magic, yeah, using the elements that is here. It's mana, not magic, mana, yeah. To make currency, you gotta have mana. If you ain't got no money, you ain't gonna make no currency. And if you're in debt, oh my goodness, yeah. So tell them about nationalization too. Okay, that's repatriation. So let's talk about the process with occupied forces. Thank you, brother Kalipi, keeping me on point. Because I'm rambling, because I don't got a real format. The only thing was expatriation and repatriation. Yeah. So now, repatriation. How do we do the process? Okay, if you've seen a form, let me see if I have one on me right now. Anyways, that's okay. I pretty much know it by heart. Okay, At the top of the form, you'll notice is from the country and from the military government involving civil affairs. Okay. I don't believe JAG is on the form because it's not the jurisdiction for JAG. Just civil affairs and military government, which we need plenty of help. That's why on the form get volunteer, yeah, for service in these, because we get big job, yeah, and it's all administration stuff. It's not shooting bullets, yeah. It's not the kind of war that you're in. That was all probably somebody came with bullets, nobody even fire back. Now we're in this part of okay. So it's called naturalization. Wait, let me that's part of the process, but repatriation. So how do we do our repatriation process? Yeah, we have a form, and it's pala pala. You cannot do it online. Yeah. So if this guy from Ethiopia trying to play like you and gets, you know what I mean? He cannot get in. We get pala pala. We look in your eye, or I know you, or coming through the mail thereof. Because then, if you give me some false information in there, you violating your rights as an American. Yeah, and you doing it through the federal mail. That's a federal offense. Yeah, you got to be honest. If you're doing it through the mail, if you give me some false information through the mail, through one of our documents, you're going to be charged with a federal offense. Your guys' country, not us. You know what I mean? But so be careful. Yeah, you got to keep everything phono. Keep your P's and Q's, yeah. So, on the form, at the top, occupied forces Hawaii. Now, if it's coming in a form that is done on a computer, it's not from the country. That's why it was done on the typeset. Okay? So, these forms are known out there. Yeah, Kalipi, Noah, John, they know what the form looks like. And now, in fact, I'll even broadcast one. Manuela getting volcano. The forms are going out. Yeah. So, and they're made a certain way, and they're copies. So if you get one fancy computer and you try to do something and try to sneak them under your Kanaka business that is all debts and credits, civilian and U.S. resident, I'm going to sniff you out. Yeah, I know my job. No cheat right now. Not a time to be ever. Oh no. Yeah. So the document at the top, get Occupied Forces Hawaii, Army. Okay. If it doesn't have that at the top, it's not our document. Yeah. And then it'll have CA, MG, and shouldn't have JAG on there. I gotta re-look at the form. Yeah. It'll have that. Okay. And it'll say expatriation, repatriation form. Okay. Okay. And then at the top, it'll have a name. We need that name. That name is a name that you want to be called in this country. Whether it's the same name of the birth certificate, that dog tag that connects you, the receipt that they get, or if it's different. If it's different, expatriation is easier. If it's the same, then we have to clear out all your debts if we use that name, because that name get a debt. That's the UCC1 and all that they do to clear up if you have child support. I don't know. There's guys that are professionals on that, so I'm not going to tell you which debts to clear up. But that name has a debt, and if you can carry it into this country, they're going to make you pay for it before you come here. Yeah, and that's part of the expatriation. So if you want to keep the same name, probably going to cost you credit, Federal Reserve note. Not going to cost you money. You guys know more money. Yeah, so they're going to take credit, they're going to do their magic, and they're going to eliminate the debt to that man, and then either by you paying or them waiving the fees, and then you can use that name in another country. Because if you're out and doing business with one of these people that we don't have a treaty with, and that name pops up, they're going to treat you like the name that is on there and go for the receipt and collect the debt, and then somebody's account going to be all messed up and going to have hever, and they're going to send down the bogeys. Yeah, no good. So the name is up there. We recommend you change your name from the birth certificate just because it helps treaty and all them when they pull you over and you give them the same name they get on 575, the picture the same, get bank account, all of that. They gotta protect your rights. They think you're American. If you don't want them to think you're American, change your name a little bit. Yeah, because then when they pop it up legally, not the kind just tell them you somebody you're not. Because we're going to know if you're in the country, because we get all the records of the guys that in this occupation is legally in the country. Lawfully. Legally, lawfully. Yeah? So, you do that. You choose the name you want. If it's the same, you put the name on the birth certificate. I mean, the birth certificate name at number 1. If it's different name, print that out. Okay? Number 2, where were you born? We need the information. Were you born in the continent of America? Or were you born on one of the Mogus? Yeah, in the occupation. Yeah, we need to know the information. Not necessarily the hospital, just where you was born, what island. Because our country's small, and we can find out. We'll go to that. We're going to find out. If you're not from that island, within about 5 minutes, this commander going to know you lying. Yeah, that's the benefit of having a small nation. I'm a blessed commander. Don't have. It's a blessing. Yeah. So, okay, the name. So, now, number 2. Oh, whatever. Oh, wow.
Did it go out on that?
Think so.
You got a charger? Yeah, I had to find some more space.
Yeah, how long was that already?
Probably about an hour.
I don't know if that's what happened. The one now, good thing we shut off all off everybody. We still get 10 guys watching. Okay, there's something occupations. I don't got the first part of it. Oh, wait, there we go. Good question, brother. We need one database. Okay, Bureau of Complaints is at a time. Now you're gonna say, oh no, don't go off for them. No, they get all records, the birth records. Yeah, Bureau of Complaints is ours. The military from the Navy should already put the hold on the Bureau of Conveyance and let nothing go in and out from the time of the declaration. If they was doing the job, but they're not trained. They don't know how to deal with this occupation. They need help from this commander. And I need help from you guys. So yeah, the database and what you gotta have. So what we build is a database already. This commander get one database and nobody can break in. Yeah. So you cannot come in here with your spies and your internet and all that and take my stuff. And if you take one stuff, well, you better go find the other stuff. I come from the Umi line, yeah? So we know how to hide stuff, yeah? We get stuff hidden. So now I know I can hide stuff good because from that line. Okay, good question, brother. Let's go down a little bit. Does the repatriation citizen registry have a have a secure database? Yes, it's not a database. It's physical. Yeah? It's a place with information. It's not a database. Those computer guys, right now, everything right now, they can wipe out a lot of you guys' stuff. Yeah? They can come in here and wipe you guys out because you guys not physical. It's not currency. Currency first of all, currency you get something you can grab. Yeah? You get the digital currency. But is that the realm you want to be in? You got to stay as an American right now. You know? So, let's see here. So, the database, yeah, we got a secure system. You know what? Ako going to take care of this country, and this commander, and all you people. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah. So as far as security, I mean, I've been an open target for a few years now, even on the water. They could have took me out a long time ago. Yeah. So, security, if they want to take me down and take the country down, they could have. And they can. Now you're going to know why they did it. Yeah. I suggest they don't because I think we get somebody else behind our side that those guys no can see. Come down and reap some hell on those buggers, yeah? Malo talking about big fish, that bugger come down. So that's why we're asking everybody to be formal. We're not trying to steal nothing from nobody. I don't even qualify for the crown, for the more east side, yeah? So don't get threatened about that. Oh, Kalaniko, Lilikoi gonna come in there, you gonna sit on the throne neck. No, I don't qualify. That's the Constitution. Fuck it to the wrong guy, right? That's why that law was made by the Moise, so that thing don't get mad. Because you guys gonna try to put any kind of guys on the throne. Yeah? There's a process. You gotta stick to the process. Post-Laminium. Remember, post-Laminium doesn't give you guys the liberty to do what you guys like. Like make your own constitution while you guys is still U.S. residents. Yeah, post-millennium. Now we in real time now. Yeah, we're in one real place. You guys dealing with reality, and the world overseas, they're getting ready for some heavy. Yeah, the United States Commander in Chief was prepping for all that, and then he got voted out. But I think he might. I don't know. They running one. I heard some stuff about how they trying to keep him in, or he's got some strategy against that corporation, just like us. How do we acquire Aina without getting arrested? Right now, you guys. Okay, how do you acquire Aina? Depends on which Aina and who you are. So that's how you do the science. You be honest in who you are, in your nationality. You find out where your Aina is, and we go out there and start the process of attaching you to your Aina. You are beneficiary to that Aina. If you're crown land, that's your property. So all these guys with credit then. Now remember, they're not gonna give you no money. They don't more money. Right? So what you have to do as owners of this crown land is negotiate with these guys that is on your land and create a contract and put currency into you guys' funds. Yeah, change it into something that would stay here in the kingdom. Yeah, don't send it overseas and help the guys that are up there having fun, driving jets, and they're the ones having fun. You guys paying all their bills. Yeah, you guys paying all their bills, all their fancy jets, all of that. You guys paying all their bills and going to all their different countries and rubbing all their elbows, and you forgot how great your country really was. How do I know? Because you guys is over there. Yeah, our country will move better. Yeah, if you leaving for go live, it's for a reason, which some have had to do, that have been trying to be porno. They had to leave because they was worried that maybe Lilikoi and Kanaka might come after them. Yeah. So they went over there to security. So that's okay. I understand it. If you are in heir to the crown land, there is issues if you are claiming Mo E under the Constitution. Can't do it. Yeah, because that violates the rights of your kupuna. This commander's job is not only to protect the Kanaka Maoli Hawaiian rights, right? I gotta watch out and not step on the rights of the U.S. citizens over here. But my duty and obligation in post-luminium, see, this is where you guys don't understand. This commander is protecting the rights of your voting kupuna from 1893 when the Hemo started, right? That's how this thing works, yeah? We're protecting their rights. They vote back then in the country. That's the rights you protect. Their rights, the kupuna. What did they vote for? They voted for a new constitution. It was about to be promulgated, and somebody block them. Yeah? So in post-luminium, that's the process. If you're going to try to change the constitution outside of post-luminium, then kiss our country goodbye. Yeah? You can't do it. We're going to be in civil war. Yeah? And you're going to be the reason that you caused it. Yeah? Because you're stepping out of the science. So you have political science. Hawaii's problem is a science. It's not physical. It's a science. So you can move the physical with the science. That's the mana. You use the mana to speak the physical to do what you like to do. Yeah? You got to have that mana. Okay? So you got to apply the science. Got to stay in the science. Isaac Kamaili, I'm good. Right on, my brother. Right on. Okay. So, okay. Let me see. Colonel Bureau of Cons giving Kanaka hard time. Jason came up. Colonel Bureau of Cons give Kanaka hard time. But you got to be more specific for me to address you. Yeah. Understand. You're addressing me, Colonel. Bureau, that one. Bureau of Cons. I'm trying to think which one it is because there's plenty out there. Some of them is watching this right now, yeah. So I don't know which one you're talking about. So be more on it, more particular so I can address your question. Give Kanaka a hard time. So the form. Let's get back to the form. So number 3 is the section down there. So you got your name, your birth, where you was born. Right after that, number 3 is which country are you expatriating, and which country do we have to do the abjuration in? It's already listed out for you because we know which country you guys are trying to get out of. It says United States, State of Hawaii, Washington, District of Columbia. Okay, those three. No need to check nothing out. It's already printed for you. So, because I know you know what country you're from, so you don't have to waste your time. Yeah. Okay. Number 4 is, I believe, the name on your birth certificate. We need that name. The reason is because if you're going to change to a new name or use the same name, you got to be pono. And that name is necessary for those keiki down the road that want to search where the huli happened. Remember the huli you guys was talking about? It wasn't physical. It was right there. It's you. That's the huli. So if they're going to trace the huli back, who are they going to trace them to? If your name is not registered from the past and the future, somewhere you disappear, right? And it's got to be on Palapala or in the ha. So if you're not going to put them on paper, put them in the ha and then get with this crown. And we will, because it can always be registered, yeah. And if it's not, that's okay. We're not asking everybody join this kind of system. No, only if you want everybody on the same thing. Yeah, you get guys not like registered to nothing. They just like live in the bushes, enjoy their life. I wish I was one of that guys. I was one of that guys, and then I got stuck with this job because the boss went call, and now I know why. My name Kalani Ko. Oh, whew. Right? Careful what you name your children. Yeah, no, I'm just joking. Mahalo, mahalo. So Bureau of Convenience. Yeah, they're supposed to seize that already. If you work in Bureau of Conveyance and you haven't volunteered it to the United States Navy, well, I understand you haven't got the information yet. So, Bureau of Conveyance, yeah, they file everything. They got them in there. That bugger is locked down. All you got to do is lock them up, make sure nobody can take nothing out, and make sure nobody can put nothing in. Yeah. We do that on our side. Yeah. You guys got to make sure that you guys do them on your side. Yeah. Because you guys U.S. residents. Take care of your Bureau of Conveyance. If you work in there or whatever. That's like DLNR. You know what I mean? These guys get all this money. They know how to do enforcement, but they're on the wrong side. Well, they're on the right side because they want to be there. So they're on the right side because that's where they want to pledge their oath to their country, United States. Yeah? DLNR works for the United States. They pledge their oath. I don't care if they're Kanaka, Japanese, whatever. They serve in their country. It's called the United States of America. Yeah? So don't let them fool you because they want darker shade than you. Get rid of the hate and the racism. Kampono. Or don't come at all. Kampono or don't come at all. Okay, let's see. Let's keep on going. What contract is a Coast Guard under? Okay. They are under, okay. I gotta be careful how I say this. Part of Homeland Security, Commerce. But the guys that are serving really actually want to save your life. But there's stuff going on in the Coast Guard with the debts and credits and stuff like that. There's a lot going on to it. So they got contracts that are the kind. But they have to respect the laws of war. So keep that document on you wherever you go. That document is the most important document right now for Kanaka who's trying to live Kanaka and not like be enslaved. Right now that is the document that you put on your person and you hold on to it. Yeah? And because when they see it, they know. You know, and it's not just that. Everybody knows now that that document holds obligation, duty, and liability. If you're working for a commercial corporation here in the country, and you got that document and you continue it on without making a move on it, then you get liabilities. I mean, that's anything. That's if I was doing Pilikid. That's why I don't have a bank account. If I did, I'd be breaking the law. Yeah? You guys ain't got one way for doing them right now. That's why military had to come in and do them, yeah? So, let's keep going. How many hours we been on already, Mike?
Almost 2.
Almost 2? Okay, I've been on long time. I'm going to keep talking and because I can go repatriate, guys. We're in Hilo right now. Thinking of going to a place, just go sit down. I know Gene Tamashiro was out in Hilo somewhere doing something. He had some questions you wanted me to answer regarding this all going on. Because as you guys know, Gene Tamashiro trying to do his hardest for staying in this country. You know what I mean? He jumped over the fence, go to the palace keeping this country. Brother is dedicated. You know what I mean? Just he was asking about the science and all that, and he interested. Yeah. So and I'm stoked. And plus, Gene play music. So a lot of guys play music in this thing. I tell you, we have one whole all day while we doing this. It's gonna be good. Yeah. Because Gene play conga. Yeah, good conga player. You guys know Gene Tamashiro. Very dedicated to the cause. He had a little bit hakaka in the city council, when they go to the meetings and all that. There's a reason for it. That was commercial. That's why Gene was having Pilikia. That's why we're going to help Gene accomplish what he was trying to do for you guys, because he loved the country. He loved the country called Hawaii. So if you down here somewhere, I don't know where we're going to start, because I get repatriation funds. I get some funds for you, but I'll go in Hilo somewhere where we're not on stolen land. Not stolen, but I don't like going on the private property right now. We'll go someplace and meet, and then can stalk, and you find out a location. Then Isaac, great mahalo, brother. Mahalo. I mean that from you, because you guys get, you know what I mean. From me, and honored. I'm super honored that I'm making sense to you guys for that, because I know how hard and how frustrating it's been. Yeah, so I know, man. So this commander, it's personal with you guys. Yeah, different. So support everybody. We're gonna try find one place in Hilo. I gotta eat something first. I don't know where to go.
Vernus.
Maybe we'll go Verna's, or something like that. Maybe we're gonna be at Verna's. The film crew and me. Stop Verna's if you're on this Monku and you got some questions, we can answer them. If you want a repatriation document right there, we can give you. Verna's don't know we coming. Well, actually, nah, better not. But my cosplay care for them. The COVID thing, they might get busted for something. We don't like cosplay care. So let's go someplace Pono and meet Gene. Call me up if you're watching this. Call me up so we can meet in Hilo. If anybody is with Gene, wanna hear, more stuff. You like see the physical documents and touch them. You want a copy? Yeah, that's what it's all about. We'll get you the copy and do this process. The other islands that is up there. This is what I would recommend for these things that I would like to bring, like Noah is in Kauai. I'd like to bring Noah on so you guys give the questions, Noah. But I'm pretty much getting them on this, but they go so fast that I don't get chance. I got to watch the video of me. Oh man, that's hard sometimes. Seeing your own self on film. It's like listening to yourself on a tape and then the bugger sound good, yeah. Pancake house is good. Malama Pono. Right on, you guys. I cannot see. I don't see Gene on here. So I'm gonna give him a call, find out where he stay. I'll post on the thing where we're gonna be. And if you guys like visit, Kuka, all of that. If you're coming to arrest me, be advised, don't do it. Yeah, you're gonna violate some stuff and you cause some great havoc in the country. Yeah, you guys just stand back, let this commander do his job. I know what I'm doing. I wouldn't have got the acquittal after saying I was on combatant for Hawaii and going in there battling with all these guys. Yeah, so I know my job. Just ask everybody let me do it, because I think I get them done pretty good. Get them from the Aku. I found out my Umi line related all the way to Cameron, which makes me now understand why this is all going on. But I'm not supposed to be king. I'm only supposed to just think like one. Yeah, I don't like the job of that. So that's why I'm thinking like one in one military. Those guys that qualify, they know who they are. That's the guys they do it. There's some of you that are part of the crown lands that think the kind. No, you have Kuleana that is bigger than the Mo'i in the Constitution. Yeah. Don't get involved with that. You guys gonna be stressed. Yeah. Enjoy the benefits of all this personal stuff that they won't put on your Aina. You never have to pay for the bricks and mortar, for the theaters and the airport, and all this stuff they will throw on your private property. No, it's there. Yeah. Accept the benefit. Yeah, go over there. Get them, negotiate for currency. Lift the heaven. And most of those guys that managing those lands is Kanakas. Show them to this. Maybe you wake them up. Yeah. So, anyways, we'll have Gene call you right on. Who's that? Raja Lu. He already went home from work. No worry. Raja. I'll wait for his call. We'll find out where we're going to meet. And then we'll get together. We got a jam. Gravy all over. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'm introducing a new type of genre. Okay, this is a musician side. I'm going off the record. Okay, I'm on break, lunch break. Okay, for all you musicians out there, the type of genre here in Hawaii is called loco moco. You know why? Because we get rice, hamburgers, eggs, and gravy. Loco moco. Yeah, because it cannot be Hawaiian because then gotta have the one drop. Yeah, cannot be church in Hawaii because you gotta have somebody sing them. Yeah, so it is loco moco. It's everything included, and that's what we'll do. Have fun doing this. Remember now, have fun doing this. Don't go fight each other and jealous guys scratching for the throne. Right now, that's not your job. Don't be scratching for the throne or anything like that. Get repatriated. Let me get you expatriated first. Remember the word. If you like do anything in this, whether you're civilian or military, you on the other side, you working for the HHL, OHA and all that. Look up the word post-millennial. Yeah. And with that, you're going to be able to apply the science to help the process. Yeah, we like get this done as soon as possible. You know, I mean, if it's done right, you can get them done in 90 days. You know what I mean? And start working on the contracts because you guys would have the opportunity to vote. And an election is like an estoppel, and you're doing some stuff that's heavy. But you got to be qualified for a vote. Can I vote? You're paying the guys in the other country. That's what they call that. What Trump got busted for? For infiltrating another country or another country helping him. Anyways, so be careful out there. Kapu Pon Kavika Bell is watching right on. I'm going to wait to brother. I see any last minute questions. I'm willing to stay on for that. Shred strings, Raja. Isaac, I heard you play mean kind of stuff, but I cannot wait for jamming you. We'll go Uncle Roberts or something and throw it on. Yep. I'll come up you guys' side wherever. Where you at, Isaac? Forget what moku you on. Call me when pa, Baraduki Kalipi. Yep, absolutely. Okay, if no more any. Where you stay, Isaac? Which moku? You're not on Big Island, eh? Oh, he's on Molokai. Okay, Raja. So I'll wait till I come out that side. My Ohana, from what I understand, is the Ka'apana family from out there too. We're cousins to the Thompsons. So, like Douglas Ka'apana. He told me that our tutus was brothers. So I think that makes us cousins. Oh, you can come over here. Right on. Right on. Hey, I'm so grateful for this network because our job gonna be, we got blessed. Our job easy. Okay, let's see here. Any last questions? Isaac, he come in Molokai. No. Have Isaac come over here first, then we all go Molokai. Come over here. We'll go hit. I'll go ask. I don't like send everybody Sam's place when my uncle get mad. I gotta tell you guys a story about the dream my wife had before I got involved with all this. Sam Kelly Ho'omalu's father, who is relatives to my Keiki, because they're Kelly Ho'omalus from my first marriage. My wife had a dream. Uncle Robert picked her up and fly her all the way across the archipelago and was speaking Hawaiian to her and then brought her back. And she don't speak Hawaiian. She's from Nebraska. Yeah. So I don't know what she said. So we got to try to find out what Uncle would say. But anyways, I told Sam that. So there's some kind of significance. I believe he involved because of the porno and the everything that went porno down at Uncle Robert's. Yeah. It's just like they known all over the world and they porno. Yeah. So we'll go down there do something. All right, guys. Doesn't look like we have any last minute questions. Oh, Kauai, hopefully next trip. Can't wait to kuka. Wait a second, let me look. It says Kauai. Yeah, we coming up the chain. So I'm here on Hawaii Island. Don't know when I'm coming up because could be right in the next hour. I just run off of but we in the field constantly. This commander is operating in a country that is compiled of the islands. Yeah, so I go. If anybody has a sailing vessel out there, I wish I would have got with the brother that lost his. That's another heavy case. Yeah, this is where you civilian governments that are Native Hawaiian Kanaka on benefits, getting stimulation, all that. Yeah, you guys have got it easy, but you guys selling instruments to these people. Yeah, this gentleman, I don't know which government did it, but they sent him. He's doing boat registration. I had a little problem with boat registration. It wasn't recognized because, just wasn't done properly. Yeah. Not on my side, their side. Yeah. And it's no big deal. You just gotta get them right. Yeah. So, anyways, this is the problem. Brother was dealing with a boat registration. Now he no more his boat in pound. Yeah. Not gonna mention the case, but now the vessel in pound. Yeah. Now he gotta deal with that. That is because of the heavy on both sides. Yeah. First of all, if you're gonna create a boating registration, and it includes contracts with the state of Hawaii, boating, ocean recreation, etc. You need to go over there and let them know so they identify your contract as a U.S. citizen. Yeah, if you're gonna be doing these fantasy documents, because you're making money off of them, but everybody else suffering while you still paying your taxes and doing the things that you're telling these people not to do. If you're not willing to put on the boots and do exactly what you're asking these other people to do, and then they lose everything. If you're not willing to lose everything, don't ask them to do it, because it's really hard for them. I feel for the families, so much heavier. They can't afford this. They paying, everything is high price, and then they gotta pay you, and then you telling them you're gonna do this, and then when they think they're gonna kind, and then after they get busted, you not in there fighting for these people. No excuse. I understand, but maybe it was a mistake. But now get the thing legitimate. If you're going to be one U.S. Native Hawaiian government, yeah, don't do it on heavy land, because it's private. Some guys that are repatriating, you're trespassing, and they believe they own the land, and they do have title to the land. Yeah? And you guys all U.S. residents with 575 thinking you own the land because one heavy government said that you own the land and you're paying rent. Yeah, so it's really, really critical. You're going to hurt somebody. Be in this time. No ways you guys hate. Kapu pono. Aloha, man. Do it right. I'm going to go with that. Let's see. Hopefully under the rules of occupation. So I'm going to go because I could ramble on. I can keep going. Repatriation is not treason, but I question. Legal repatriation is not treason. Yeah, it depends on which jurisdiction you're in, yeah? Because you could be, like repatriation for those under the UN regulation, they do it different from us. Yeah, if you're a U.S. citizen, remember you're a party to the UN. So if you go try repatriate in another country that's a party to the UN, you got restrictions. You cannot do it this process. The reason we can bring you in, because we're not a party. Yeah, United States of America, which is a corporation, and you are a citizen too, is a party to the United Nations. If you're gonna repatriate, you have to repatriate through them. Yeah. If you're a U.S. citizen going to another country that is a party of that UN, this is the reason why we can do it, because we're not a party. Yeah. We're not in debt. We don't run that debt that the statutes. The HRS is a statute, and if you look in the very middle, the chapter. Anyways, you're gonna see the Uniform Commercial Code. That's what sets up all you guys statutes and gets you guys into the contracts. You guys gotta get into the library, go look online. Yeah, that's what for the black folk in the mainland. Dive US home in Siri. Can't make any you know what? I cannot see. Yeah, I cannot understand that one. I gotta go. I gotta take a little break. Oh, Napua, right on. Mahalo. Give me a call, 430-878-4808. Number one is the commercial code to the phone. That gets you there. So you use your commerce, you can get my number. Call 808-430-8781. If I don't pick up, leave a message. Be careful what you say if you leave a message, because you contact in Hawaii, you contact the military, and you contact in his commander. If you leave something in there in Heva and we keep it on the record, just be careful what you leave on a thing. Be specific, be porno. Don't try come in there and try think you can call me all kind of names and all this kind of stuff, or sick somebody. You get duties and obligations. Yeah. So okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we do the David Saka. That's what film it for the black folk in the mainland. No, it is a worldwide documentary. Mike, you want to tell them about the documentary? Because I don't. You could probably explain it. Go ahead.
Aloha, everybody. Well, I was asked to tag along and film this whole process, which is very interesting because, you know, black folks have been going through a lot of oppression on that side of the world. Unlike you guys, we don't have land to just claim back, or we don't have, we're just stuck in the middle of it. We have to either leave to get some real freedom, or, you know, there's no other way of having real freedom over there. So, yeah, I've been asked to document this whole thing. So within this whole document, maybe we can write a movie out of it. But everything that we're doing, all the proceeds from this is going back to this whole movement. So, you know, I've run across a lot of Hawaiian people, and some aren't trying to be a part of that movement. And I'm not even from this place, and, you know, I'm doing whatever I got to do to help the movement now, you know. One day we was filming with the colonel and leaving the police department. You know, we went to the police department, gave them the declaration, went to the mayor, gave him the declaration. We went to all these different places, and I'm just documenting it. After me and the colonel separated, leaving town, you know, I had a couple of police follow me out of town, you know. So whatever's going on, I understand there's some serious stuff that's going on, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can do to help out. So, yeah, this whole documentary, if you got any information that's good for the documentary, you know, this is a voice for you guys. This is not for the black community. It's not for anybody on the mainland. This is the colonel. You know, I'm down for the colonel, however I can help. And documenting is my specialty. So definitely get with the colonel, leave some information, and I'll come and interview you. This is what I do. I interview, I put it together, and this is for the country. All right. Aloha.
All right, thank you, Mahalo Mike. So there you guys go. You guys know that a time. Um, yeah, Mahalo Mike. Appreciate it.
Sir.
Okay, we're going. I'll keep in touch, and don't know exactly when we're gonna broadcast again because we just flying now. Yeah, got plenty of work. All the captains on the islands. You guys know my number. And we can start getting everything. Oh, Duke, like, go on. Okay, Duke, hold on. Let me see how I can do this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you on there. How do I get on? Oh, Duke, bring Duke. Okay, I'm bringing you on. Kalipi, hold on. Adding. Coming on. Kelly, you come in. Just gotta stand by. I see it saying. We'll get 14 watches. It's more than 10. At least the 14 guys is very, very. Okay. Look like the thing trying to connect. There we go.
Oh, connect.
Hey, connect.
Okay, bro.
Oh,
Okay,
you mean
so check this
sideways.
out.
Oh, there you go.
Check this out. Okay, so everybody who
Go ahead,
on
man.
top of worrying about you guys' jobs and stuff like that, how I doing on for keep my business going? I want to repatriate and I want to hold off on the expatriation. So now,
Raja.
for you guys to not lose you guys' jobs or you guys worried about you guys' jobs like that, you guys don't need expatriate. Expatriate, that means you guys are going to fully put out of the United States and you guys no longer working for you guys' company because you guys going to be violating international law. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. So, yeah. Like, how do you get around during, after the main one is you get repatriated, right? And then, like how yours, Kelly, you expatriating. So that information that you gave to us, now we deal with the Social Security Administration. I forget which ones you in check out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
with that, that's why you don't have to give up your ID and your benefits yet, because you don't give up that until you huli.
Yeah.
You don't just give it up and not huli unless you're trying to do what I was doing.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have the process, so I couldn't just huli like you guys. There was nobody on the side to huli. I got to get in uniform because it's a war. Yeah, and I had to bring it to a certain point so that no longer, you can end it. Yeah. So with you guys, you repatriate. That gives you the ability to start making a decision on the voting process for legislation. Yeah, not for MOE. That's not you guys' responsibility. Yeah. After the legislation gets together and you guys MOE don't do his or her job, and then you guys vote for change. You guys trip in the Constitution. Post-Lemonian doesn't allow you guys to change that right now, but it does allow you guys, like how Aloha Aina. If Aloha Aina was all repatriated Hawaiian subjects before the election, imagine that. It would have caused some havoc. Yeah, because they could have changed some stuff, but they ended up making themselves one American party.
Both sides of
Sorry about
the
that. Yeah, so repay. Don't be the benefits follow you. If you had a contract for the benefits, if you trying to get stimulus as a expatriated subject, you an expatriate and you're still trying to get stimulus is hard. Yeah, because they don't have the agreements with that yet. Because it's a constitutional monarchy that has a very limited treasury and doesn't run off of debts and credit. So all that process, that huli is actually personal with your instruments. Yeah. So that's the expatriation part. So some of you that scared for repatriate, I would suggest, this is a good suggestion, is repatriate. Yeah, at least get in the country. Okay. And
get in a
then
country for
if
vote.
if during the expatriation process you feel, whoa, I don't like, you're still an American citizen, right? Because
Yeah.
we're gonna recognize you as a Hawaiian, but they're still recognizing you as a citizen. You haven't lost all the stuff. Yeah. The problem has been, everybody thinking they repatriated and expatriated, and then they get busted. They find out nothing. Yeah, they get busted. Yeah. So that protects that where you don't lose your benefit. So you repatriate first. If during expatriation you like the American benefit, then what the benefit gonna be in your country? Hey, that's a fair statement. Why would anybody, knock you for that? Yeah. So because United States they take care of their citizens, man. Look how much guys they get here protecting you guys' rights. So I understand it's a great constitution. Ours is different. We're a constitutional monarchy, and repatriation is required before any of you who are Kanaka Maoli involved in anything want to make decisions for the country, because you don't have the liability, because you haven't proven allegiance to the country. You still doing business with an insurgency sometimes, and it's heaven. Look at, I don't know. I hope I getting to the point.
Well, in my case,
Because I know that's a concern. That's a concern.
yeah.
They go, oh, I'm gonna lose the benefit, and that's what it is. Don't think you're gonna lose money, because there ain't none. You're gonna lose a
Check
benefit.
this out. Check this
You
out.
know,
So this is what I like to say. I'm going to expatriate no matter what. I'm going to expatriate because
you already,
by right we
yeah,
belong in one country that we are entitled to. America came over
yes,
here, not they don't force their way over here. It was forced into the
no, no, no,
system. Huh?
no,
What they did.
no. One guy when convinced one other guy, that wasn't America. That was a couple individual citizens that did it. Yeah, and they went create the heaven. It wasn't the American people. Yeah, remember, read the documents that
So
the
it was the
American people
insurgents. Was the
there.
insurgents.
Read them. Look at my suggestion is, if you're angry with the American people, anybody, is go look at the document that their commander in chief, who when make the agreement with the queen, that if she forgive everybody, that he supports her, and he told, read President Cleveland's address to Congress. Yeah, that'll tell you that I kind of forget the subject, but anyways, go read that, and that'll give you everybody some more information on that. Yeah,
Well, okay, so
because
I'm gonna finish up. I know you gotta go, but I'm gonna
well,
expatriate. I'm gonna
if you
expatriate.
want, I go stay down. Right now we're just cruising, bro. We're just cruising. Gene never called me yet, so
Okay,
we're good.
so I'm gonna expatriate because I belong in Hawaii. My blood is Hawaiian. I don't belong in America. America wasn't made for us. Hawaii
You're
was
not in
made for
America.
us. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
This is my opinion. We don't belong
yeah.
in one country that however we got there, we don't belong there. So our time to come home. We gotta show our true allegiance to our true country. Give that 110%. So that's
Well,
why
what's great about,
that's why
yeah, what's great in this one is you have the freedom
right.
to do it. If a person don't want to repatriate and they want to stay an American citizen and be Kanaka, that is fine. You know what I mean? But just be formal and be honest about it, because you're gonna screw up the
Me
nationalization
one
process.
bird, bro. One. Yeah, that's the breeder. I don't like nobody touch that. So yeah,
What that?
no, my nephew. It's my nephew.
Yeah,
Cool.
chicken. Hey, what's up, my brother? All right. What is that? Chickens.
Yeah, he like go catch chicken. I told him no, Ken. It's my breeder.
You know how to catch them, man? You know what best way for catch chicken? You
All the
like catch
chickens,
plenty.
somebody
If any
steal
of
them.
you guys, how you guys catch them up there?
We get one tea nighttime. Catch them. Bring them down. Catch them.
No. Okay. No need to do them like that. Get chicken wire, right? Get chicken wire about maybe 5 by 5 square, maybe bigger, and put rock around and pull them up in the middle and take one little thing and twist them underneath and put the seed inside. While you stay doing something, they're all gonna walk in, but they're not gonna come out.
Oh no way.
Yeah, bro. That's how you catch plenty. That's how you used to catch plenty birds.
Wow. What's mean, but
Yep.
but anyway.
Yeah, sorry about that. How
Yeah.
we got on chickens, bro?
No,
Hey.
my nephew. It's my nephew's fault. No, but yeah.
That's all right.
So I gonna be one full blown Hawaiian subject. However I get there, I believe in this process. I believe what Colonel Sam is
Okay.
doing is lawful,
Oh,
and I'm going all the way about 100,000%. Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
do the best job I can for you, my brother.
Okay, so I'll let you go, and I just wanted to clarify with the people on their jobs, because I had some questions about what about their
Yeah.
jobs and stuff like that. So I just wanted to clarify with
Yeah,
you on that.
if they see their employer right now after the declaration is to start calling the attorneys, yeah, because they're facing some serious issues, yeah. These employers, everybody should be calling the attorney. And now the issue on the crown lands for those people that are on somebody else's property, right? And you thought you got title. Remember all the title insurance stuff that Keanu them was teaching? That stuff was true. Yeah, no title guarantee. Now those insurance companies, because of that declaration, because that declaration wasn't signed by a donkey, right? On one side, it wasn't signed by a donkey on the other side, claiming nothing. Look, I get the court records and Bara get his oath of office and gets, you know what I mean? They look at that document, you know what I mean? They gotta act. So yeah, the insurance companies are supposed to pay the debt that is on that title because they couldn't guarantee it. They tried, and they tried to convince you guys that it was, you know, a perfect title, but that bugger wasn't a perfect title. Perfect title got it right. Those buggers wasn't perfect. Yeah. So that's where if you have issues, you go, wow, about the house and all this kind of stuff, or you owe debt, show the document to the insurance company because you signed a contract with the insurance company, and that title was supposed to be solid, and everybody know it wasn't. Look at the stamp. Yeah. So show them, and then they can negotiate. There was a contract. Whatever the contract was, they supposed to pay. Ever caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They got nailed. That document you guys get look funny, kind, and cheap, but Puno is smart. Yeah. So that one get plenty money if you know how to use it. If you use it in the wrong way, you're not gonna get through nothing. Yeah. You're gonna be in the States. Post-laminium contract. Post-laminium is a rule in international law. It's not a contract, because if you sign the contract, you got to obey. Yeah. It is a treatise. Post-laminium is part of a treatise, and that treatise is the law of nations, which is what is called international law outside of commerce. Yeah. UN, international law in commerce. That's in credits. Laws of nations, that is international law not in commerce, the common area. Yeah. This jurisdiction. Yeah. So it's not a contract, it is a rule. And if they don't follow the rule, there's consequences. That's what allows people to go to war. War is legal, it's not illegal. Look, they're doing it all over and they make plenty of money. They've been doing it in here. This is 178 years, I think it is already, in this war. Time to end it. Yeah, this is the only way we can. If you don't do it this way, you can't end up. You don't have a time. You don't have a process to end the war. And if you getting federal recognition as a U.S. resident, you still recognized as an American. You're just going to be an American with a contract with these Department of Interior to do business, and you guys going to make on profit. on private property. They belong to somebody else. That's the heba. They got you convinced that that's good. You guys up there trying to negotiate one government to government business between U.S. resident Kanakas and U.S. resident Congress people and all that. Well, if you cannot see all that, the problems in that, you're going to have more problems. Because now, Hawaii's, Hawaii, look, all these videos and stuff, these Kanakas ain't going to stop now. And now they got this, they got something like this, Kapu Pono. All right. Wow, we've been fakery. Yeah, good rule. I needed this one. All right, you guys, we're going to enjoy some time. We might fire up again. Keep a lookout for me. If you see me and want to ask about repatriation, please step up to me. Don't worry. I'm Kanaka, so I get plenty of law. I'm not like one of these high maka guys, get all 10 cards and you cannot go. No. If somebody going to take me out, well, yeah. What you going to do? Yeah. So it's all about Pono. Yeah. Don't come with Lilikoi if you're going to talk to this colonel, because I'm aware of everything. And I get plenty of boys around. But you guys can see them. Yeah. So be careful what you say and what you do. Be Pono. And we'll get through this process. Be careful if you're going to be heva and take this thing and use it for your advantage and cause problem in our country. Because our country is not going to put up with it anymore. Yeah. Aku is coming down with some. Yeah. And yeah, just how it is. All right, guys. Aloha. Good Pono. Right on, Isaac. I'm glad you guys went enjoying. I'll talk to everybody later. Hui ho. Remember, Kapu Pono. We need one response kind saying Kapu Pono, and then you guys respond. So somebody come up with something. Manuela working on them too.